Hello everyone, it's Vilisink, and it is time to see the Doom Tower preview bosses video. We did it yesterday. We watched for the first time together the Doom Tower video, and it showed us what to expect with keys as far as levels, bosses, progression, rewards, all that really good stuff. So today, just logged on. Got my beautiful little 3-year-old with me, and we're going to watch the video for bosses and just see if it matches up to the quality that we got yesterday.
Hey Summoners! We recently released a video covering everything you need to know about the soon-to-be released Doom Tower and how it works, which you might want to go check out if you haven't seen it yet. In this video, we're going to be talking about the bosses themselves. You'll be meeting one every 10 floors, and they're not exactly pushovers, so you'll need to get to know them. I know many of you have been waiting for this, so let's just get into it. First up, the Nether Spider. Her name's Agrathan, but she doesn't really get around to introducing herself. She's got irresistible, unblockable, AoE poison debuffs, and she spawns spiderlings that have pretty much permanent counterattack. Not that you'd want to remove it anyway, unless your team can somehow handle 5 AoE attacks from the Mama Spider, along with all the poisons that come with them. You don't have a lot of time either. Agrathan inflicts damage from all poison debuffs on your team at the start of her turn, but you can just stop removing them, right? Wrong. Decreasing Agrathan's turn meter is a bad idea. She counterattacks whoever does it and deals damage equal to the amount of turn meter
So straight off you have a spider that just poisons. We've got the spider. That's a lot to take in. Counter attack. If you take off the counter attack, you get attacked by the mother spider. They want to decrease turn meter. Wow, it's quite a lot to take in for maybe the first 15 seconds.
You lost. If that doesn't sound painful enough, it also ignores defense. Yikes. All in all, she's pretty tough. Some of this stuff is unavoidable, so make sure your team has some means of handling the overwhelming amount of poison and is tough enough to tank out some hits. The rest, well, that's up to you. We don't want to give away everything. And over in the...
So we'll just take a quick look at the fact that there's going to be so much poisons potentially coming from this spider that you need a cleanser, that you will not survive without a cleanser. I mean, it's okay, you can put shields on and stuff like that, but looking at the poisons there, poisons are crazy. The spider looks a little bit insane. Indeed, that's the first boss. So the crab, let's see how he gets on, but the first one is so much to take in. But yeah, just looks like it might take us a while to figure out the actual way these bosses work.
Damp and grimy corner, it's Borgoph, the Scarab King. Fighting him is a bit of a balancing act. Take a look at his skills. First, if you don't have a shield buff, you're in trouble. You could end up being permanently provoked and getting counterattacked all day, so you'll want a shield buff up at all times. But on the flip side, the more buffs you have, the more he attacks you. And he can also steal your buffs, so you always risk giving him something you really don't want him to have. On top of all that, he's got an insane damage reduction passive that means if you want to get past his tough exterior, you pretty much need a champion with skills that can decrease the Scarab King's max HP. Or at least artifact sets that do the same. Okay, next in the lineup, Cole.
So I heard something very interesting here, and I'm just going to point it out. It's mentioning that if we want to take down this crab, etc., we need to decrease his max HP. So, is it possible that Raid have now made Destroy viable in this game? It isn't really used in Arena. I don't know if it's worth as a 4-piece section anywhere else. But if we can use Destroy as being the best way to take him out, they've now made a viable place for this set. Him also, if you don't have a shield on, you're getting counter-attacked. The more buffs you have, the more danger you're in. The bosses are looking extreme in this one.
That's the Magma Dragon. As you'd expect, he's all about setting things on fire. There's a real synergy to how he fights. Let's check out his skills. First, since he's made of magma, you're not going to be able to damage him with an HP burn. In fact, it'll heal him with his passive, giving him a continuous heal buff. He's also got 2 AoE skills that link up well together. One throws up HP burn on your whole team, while the other skill instantly activates damage from HP burn debuffs on your team. The pain builds up quickly and is a big source of consistent damage you'll have to deal with. The real danger you have here is the Hex debuff. First, he puts Hex on your lowest HP champion. Then
we'll just clarify the Hex debuff. It's 15% or 25% extra damage, which you may remember from Minotaur's Labyrinth. So if you have HP burn on, and you're taking all the excess damage because of that Hex, it's just know that it will kill you faster. So we're going to have cleansers, made a healer, just a good support around the one person potentially doing damage. Let's crack on.
His first skill specifically targets champions with Hex debuffs. It hits like a truck. It ignores defense, and it also ignores pretty much all defensive buffs, like unkillable, block damage, or shields. If you're not careful, he's going to take out your whole team, one by one, starting with your squishy damage dealers. It's no secret that revivers will be your friend against the Magma Dragon, but you're going to have to figure out the rest on your own. Finally, we've got the Frost Spider, Sorath. We know you like cold things and things with more than 7.5 legs, so naturally, we combined the two. You're welcome. Now, let's see what she can do. As you might have guessed, attacking a huge beast made of ice has a chance of freezing the attacker, and if you do get frozen, you're in for a slew of other nasty effects you don't want to deal with. But in general, the Frost Spider has one glaring weakness: fire. Get an HP burn up on the spider, and it halves her chances of freezing someone. And you'll want to keep the heat up too. Not only does she get tougher when she's not under a HP burn debuff, but she'll also revive herself if you kill her when she doesn't have one. She also has 2 minions that fight for her. They're not a huge threat on their own, but they do provide some serious support for Sorath herself. You'll want to get them out of the picture fast, especially if you don't have anyone that can cast a leech debuff. And that's all of them. This was just a quick overview. There's still a lot left for you to discover when the update hits in just a few.
So, a lot to take in yet again. We have Sorath, the Ice Spider. Obviously, HP burn or fire based attacks would be the way to go. I'm interested to see just how much support and help these 2 spiralings can give her. No, it's just like taking the ads out in Faction Wars, I think. Alongside that, she's got a crazy kit. Decrease accuracy, speed, no, decrease accuracy, frost. Just an array of things, which, don't get me wrong, we will go through at some later time. This is just a quick preview of the video. We can go through all the characters and their movesets, their viability, and all this type of thing later on. But so far, the bosses are looking pretty great, Plarium.
We hope you like this video, but most of all, we hope you'll enjoy the Doom Tower when you get to play it for yourselves. As always, hit like and subscribe to keep track of our newest videos. And one more time, we'd like to wish you happy holidays from everyone here on...
So, that is the preview video for the bosses. What we'll do is, we may do a follow-up discussion at some point with regards to all these bosses. We'll properly write down the movesets, so we're not looking at them just kind of come in and phase off of the screen. That way we have all the kits. We can then decide what champions could be good against set bosses. But that was the preview video, guys. I hope you enjoyed tuning in. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.